Welcome back to episode 5 of the Ghetto Mantras podcast. I am your host, Gevonchai, your favorite homegirl. And here at Ghetto Mantras, sometimes the mantra's not that ghetto, but I am. So here we are. Welcome back. If you listen to episode 4, then you know we kind of left off. Dom asked the question about rage, and I said, oh man, I think I'll have to wait and really give you your answer on the next episode. So I was thinking, like, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to talk about? And I remember, like, one of the very first, like, ghetto mantras, as you would say. My grandma gave it to me. And I was talking to her one day, and she said to me, I ain't going to let you drive me crazy. And it was so prolific to me because the words are simple, but it meant so much to me. And that was at a time, too, when she said that, like, I was in some, life was like, I was having like 30-year-old problems when she said that. I was like 20 having 30-year-old problems. And she was like, yeah, you can't let these people drive you crazy because they will. Anybody that wants to drive you crazy, if you let them, they will. And I'm not willing to like let people do that to me. So I hate that we got to talk about my best friend on every episode, but whatever. She had this wall in her house and everybody would write their quotes on there. And that's the one that I wrote. And I felt that that was important to talk about today because it's not even been a month, and I feel like the world is rage baiting us with this presidency. I feel like the world is rage baiting us with every executive order that is passed. And at the end of the day, I can't let nobody drive me crazy. I know what I need to do. I know that I am the one that's actually in control. Like, I'm not about to let this world torment me. I ain't gonna let nobody drive me crazy. No baby daddy gonna drive me crazy. No friends gonna drive me crazy. No kids gonna drive me crazy. I'm not even gonna drive me crazy. Nobody is allowed to drive me crazy. And I want to take this to our look at Dom. He always that's why I can't do this podcast, right? Because he always sit up there and he have his face and his head down laughing and stuff. And that's why I can't never be serious on here. Because I meant what I said. And I meant what I said. Anyways, I'm gonna turn it to our broadcast channel. So if you following me, you know we got a little broadcast channel, and I asked the question, "What is like your favorite saying that your grandmother or elder has said?" So that's what my grandma told me. Like she wasn't gonna let nobody drive her crazy. Like who she was saying that about. Period. She wasn't gonna let them do it. But let me pull up our responses. So we got a lot of responses. Somebody said, or not somebody, Kiss Me Chris said, love is what you do. Don't tell me that you love me. Have you loved me lately? And then Raquel, the capacity expert, hey Raquel, said, don't ask for permission. Do it and ask for forgiveness later. Then we have J. Nicole Custom. Hey girlfriend. I got my bearing straight because Lord knows I need to right now. Oh, I gotta get my bearing straight. That's what she said. I am Nisha V said, what you looking at the ground for? Ain't nothing down there but dirt. Hold your damn head up. Period. And we did good. We made it to the 5th episode without cussing, but we had to cuss a little bit because this is what the people got on here. So it's not no problem for me because I like to cuss. Y'all know that. So I felt that was important to bring today. Like I said, just because of the political atmosphere, just because I'm just feeling like that's what the world is calling us to do, to like be tormented. And I'm not going to be tormented by Target either. Okay? Because it's a lot going on right there. Won't be tormented by it. I'm going to figure some other things out when it comes to politics. Actually, while we on this, it's somebody that I love. It's a couple people that I love. But first, her name is JC Prissy on Instagram. She's an organizer. She works in politics professionally. I want to say she writes bills. Like she does all the things politics. I love her commentary. And then another one of my friends, they're both from Detroit. His name is Parrish. Pardon me with P. He does all kind of political content, and it's good if you want to be informed. Those are two people that I encourage you to follow. So I said a little bit. My mantra, my affirmation, my belief is I'm not gonna let you drive me crazy, and I'm gonna open up the floor. Y'all know we got Dom here from Hustle Responsibly, and we also have Keys here from Voss Visuals, who makes sure that we look great. So y'all, floor is open. What you got to say today? God, it was a Negro spiritual side that you just did. Just, oh,
Um, yeah, no, this one it might be right on time. I think I'm maybe still navigating it, but I think
yes.
in terms of like, yeah, I agree. Don't let other people drive you crazy. 'Cause I think ultimately at the end of the day, people don't care,
No.
and whatever people can do to get a reaction or rile you up or just knock you off your square, they're gonna do it, especially in this social media age where um, your feelings are so accessible, and you can see if you're getting under somebody's skin based on
Yes.
a status, if you get blocked or whatnot. But I say all of that to say, like the piece that I'm navigating right now is like I will say it is one person that could get me upset.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same.
And I think that's okay for right now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? As the two of us navigate trying to be the best versions of ourselves so we
Yes.
can, you know, um, support our little one the best way we know how.
Yeah.
Uh it's difficult conversations that come up. There's things that I know I piss her off for sure.
Yeah. You
Sometimes
do.
it's yeah. I wear that. It's not on purpose. Like I'm not
Yeah.
being petty or nothing like that. I just think it's the growing pains of being an adult, being mature, trying to do the right things for the right people.
Right.
Um, and so we piss each other off. You know what I mean? But I think it's with, or at least it's coming from a like a solid place. It's coming from a genuine place and an authentic place. So um, while it's it's not a toxic thing, it's just something that kind of comes with the territory. So uh, that is something that I am navigating, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at it as a negative thing. It's not a bad thing.
No, I think that in your circumstance, yeah. No, you handling everything the way you need to be handling it. I'm talking about though, I'm not about to be letting America drive me crazy. I'm not about to act like this country is something that it's not. I'm just not about to do it. So, yeah,
Question.
nobody has that power over me.
I feel that.
One person really, but that's it.
Question for you.
Mhm.
Uh, this is something that I noticed maybe a couple years ago. Maybe it was like during COVID, but it was something that was always like a right where like black people don't take nothing serious,
Uh,
right? And at first, like
who said that?
I don't know if it's one person that said it, right? But when you look at uh generally like how people of color, how black folks show up
Yeah.
on social
Yeah.
media, it's the most serious thing that could have happened. The January 6th insurrection or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, and it's just we got jokes.
No,
Like that.
social media definitely doing a number on us. It's decent. It's normalizing chaotic behavior. Like no shade to the Geminis, but like our president is a Gemini and he is normalizing chaotic ass behavior, like tariff wars and executive actions, calling diversity illegal. Like what? What's happening? And I'm not gonna get on here and get on that too much because I'm not gonna let you drive me crazy. It's like it's for my whole life, but it's just so. And I don't feel quite equipped. Like I know some equipped folks that like know like they can get down with the politics. So I'm not quite as equipped as I would like to be. But I know enough to know like I'm not about to let this country that y'all not about to get down on me and torment my mental health. Cause y'all ain't never cared in the first place, in my opinion.
So is that a bad like I think my reaction used to be that. Like I used to be upset that we couldn't take things serious. Or
Mm,
like there were things that would have a huge impact, but we turned into a meme or it
right.
turned into something that's just like a viral laugh for everybody. And there's, I seen something else that kind of shifted my perspective. And I started looking at that as
What was it?
I can't remember exactly,
Okay.
but I just stopped thinking how I was thinking in terms of, damn, we can't take nothing serious, or this is, a more serious matter why we
Right.
gotta like make a joke out of it. Um, And I think like it just kind of connected, you know, my new thought to this mantra,
What's your
right?
new thought?
That's a it's almost it's a superpower.
Yeah, black joy is resistance.
Hmm.
Black joy is resistance.
That's a bar. We gotta do some sounds around that. Some noise,
Beep, beep,
something.
beep, 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 beep,
Yeah, we
beep.
gotta do something
Yeah,
around that.
like
Yeah.
this is black joy is resistance. These people want to torment us. This whole executive action shit was a show of power. I want to show y'all diversity don't mean nothing. I want to show y'all that I'm gonna have all these companies rolling back their policies because they can't stand on two legs. And I'm even thinking like companies are scared to get sued right now just because our president has said, that's their president. He ain't my president. But I will follow the law of the land. Our president has said that it is illegal. Diversity is illegal. The executive action reads to stop illegal discrimination. What? Ain't nobody being discriminated against. We are. I. It's just a lot, and I'm not about to get on no soapbox about it because we only got 10 or 15 minutes for this episode anyway. But I'm not gonna let nobody drive me crazy, and that's all I got. All right, closing comments.
So for
That's
the
where I'm at.
so for the viewers out there, like your different followers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
what's some like key advice you would give them to the people who struggle with letting people drive them crazy and stuff like that? How can they box out for themselves in order to do that?
Oh, that's good. How can you box out for yourself? Because I know what boxing out mean.
Yeah,
Box out.
for the basketball fans out
Right.
there.
Thank you. I would say the first thing to not letting people drive you crazy is like owning as much as you can, like about your emotional health. Own as much as you can, like, and don't take nothing personal if you can help it. If you can help it. I try not to take stuff personal. Some stuff hurt my feelings. Like today I was looking at something and I was like, I feel some type of way about that. But before I took it to the person, I said, let me unpack that to make sure it's not on me. And it's not something that I can fix first. So I think the main thing about not letting somebody drive you crazy is making sure that you own as much as your mental capacity and as much as your feelings as you can, because it makes you more in control, and you don't want to like be like in control to like where nothing can affect you, but in control to the point where um the bad energy doesn't, it's not even like, oh, it doesn't even enter your space. All right, so I'm going to end us there. Thank you all for tuning back in to Ghetto Mantras. Make sure that you visit my site. If you see I'm in a new crew neck this week, this is my Combating Shame crew neck. I'm not going to get up and show it to you. Well, maybe next time I will. But make sure you shop the site. Make sure you do all of the things. Dom just released a newsletter not too long ago. So make sure you sign up for Dom's newsletter. He's showing you his books and his things. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you today. See you next week.